I wanted to talk about something that I've had on my mind for a while now. I've been making YouTube videos for nearly a decade and streaming for about five-ish? And in that time, I've started to pick up on some trends when it comes to the people around me who start their own stuff. With that, I wanted to talk about the good reasons to start a channel, whether that's for streaming or YouTube. I also want to talk about what I feel like would be bad reasons to try to get into this field. This is all my own experience and my own opinions, so if you feel like there's anything I missed or misjudged, feel free to discuss it maturely in the comment section. Without further ado, let's get into the good and bad reasons to start making online stuff. Starting off with the stinky, I'm going to talk about the bad reasons to get started on Twitch and YouTube. Money. I can't blame anyone for seeing those at the tippity top and saying, yeah, that seems not so bad. But the reality is that most people won't regularly make income through Twitch. Sure, you'll get some subs here and there once you hit affiliate, but most affiliates don't even regularly get the $50 payouts, because you gotta make $50 before they'll pay you out. On my best month within the last year, I effectively made 25 cents an hour streaming. To repeat myself, if you are solely getting into YouTube and Twitch for the money, you probably need to reconsider it. I think everyone has some desire to become well-known and respected in any field that they're interested in. That's fine, but I don't think people understand how much pressure there would be on you if you did become popular. Have you ever considered what would happen if you got doxxed, or having your accounts get infiltrated because it belongs to a big fancy schmancy streamer? The basic idea of getting popular is awesome, but there would be some actual concerns that you'd have to consider. So the third thing is not necessarily a reason, but an idea. The idea that growth would be instantaneous. So this isn't necessarily a reason, but more of a mindset that I had myself when picking up streaming earlier this year. I had the idea that if I wanted it enough, I would simply blow up, and it's not very realistic. There are roughly 7 million active streamers every month on Twitch. It's a little egotistical to think that for no earned reason at all, but you'll simply stand out because you're built different. Most people never even reach a 3-viewer average, let alone hitting double digits or even triple. But let's say you were built different, and your first stream exploded, or your first video on YouTube got 10,000 views. If you weren't prepared for that, you're not going to sustain it. It's just that cut and dry. I've seen it time and time again where someone has a video get really popular out of nowhere, and they just don't know how to harness that momentum, and they return to their regular view counts. But I've also seen the opposite, where people who'd been making stuff for years, not getting any recognition at all, finally get explosive growth. And it's not like they got it overnight. They've spent years working hard and making content that they were proud of before they finally got rewarded for their patience. The difference being that they had time to perfect their craft regardless of the results. Okay. Despite the negative tone I just set, I really hope that I haven't shattered anyone's dreams. I'm going to go ahead and discuss the good and healthy reasons to get into creating stuff. Doing it for fun. I feel like this reason is kind of underrated. No strings attached. If you're going in with no real goals for money or fame, I think that's exactly what would bring a larger audience. People love authenticity, and if you're genuinely having a good time, people are going to watch. Another reason would be to interact with people who have similar interests. This can be as simple as just talking with people, and that's fine. Some people don't like playing games by themselves, and that's 100% okay. Having people to chat with can really make a game more fun, or even challenge the way that you look at the game. It's also really fun to get into a niche and to get people who are very knowledgeable about your game in there. Sometimes I'll get advice from people who've got thousands of hours in games, and I always learn something when people like that stop by. A genuine desire to create and share what you love. That's wordy, but that's as honest as it can get. Do you love Doki Doki Literature Club? Are you critical about a recent film and you have some ideas about what you would have changed? Do you have strong opinions about a recent change to your favorite gun in your favorite game? Make a video on it. As I said, people love authenticity. If you really like something, then a video about it would do spectacularly. People might not see it at first and may not get very many views, but that's the thing about quality. It'll grow. And maybe it won't, though. Maybe that video won't get past 5 views. But if you put hard work and care into that video, you'll improve. And this will lead into my final discussion, how to actually grow on these platforms. How to actually grow on Twitch and YouTube. First things first, there are no easy answers. If you came here, clicked on this section, and skipped the entire video looking for some shortcut to become Mr. Beast, I hate to say it, but you will not be getting massive results by taking shortcuts like that. But I have some advice for people who are like me. People who just want to make stuff, have fun with it, and have that idea of it would be nice if this took off. There is a book that Jay Schlatt recommended on his side channel, The Weekly Slap. It's called Atomic Habits, written by James Clear. The whole idea of the book is that life is not determined by these massive do-or-die moments, but rather small moments that accumulate over the course of a lifetime. This is further established by focusing on improving a small amount on a consistent basis. And that exact formula is what I've been doing for the last few weeks. A 1% improvement every day doesn't sound like much, but committing just a year to a 1% improvement every single day would result in videos that are 37 times better than your current ones. To people like me, who are willing to dedicate time to what they love, that's a worthwhile investment. That is my advice to anyone trying to improve. Just consistently find ways to get better, even if they are small. I promise they'll add up. I want to thank y'all for watching, and have a good day.